not as engaging if folks are spread out. So if you're here for a presentation, please drift closer.
All right, well, thank you everybody for joining us this morning for the panel on renewable heating. A conference about renewable energy wouldn't be complete without a conversation about how clean energy and building emissions play into the overall picture of reducing greenhouse gas emissions. So I think this is a really important panel, and I'm pleased to be up here today with Jennifer Green, from the who's the Director of Sustainability and Workforce Vitality at Burlington Electric Department, and Mark Stevenson, who's the owner and general manager of Vermont Energy Contracting and Supply. I'm Emily Lewis. I'm the director of the Climate and Energy Analysis Center at Acadia Center. And I'm going to kick things off today with some work we've been doing on a report called Clean Heating Pathways. So I will jump right in, and then Jennifer and Mark will follow, and then we'll open it up to Q&A at the end. We're gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way, so please come up to the mics if you have a question. And we will do it like that. So I wanted to talk briefly about Acadia Center before I jump in here. We are a nonprofit clean energy research and advocacy group. We are focused on the Northeast region. And the regional perspective gives us an opportunity to look at climate and clean energy needs across multiple states with lots of similarities, to share best practices and propose big picture policy solutions. Since we've been working in the regions for about 20 years now, we've helped realize $30 billion in energy savings and reduce emissions about 23%. Of course, we can't take full credit for all of that, but we like to think we helped a little bit along the way. Slide isn't changing. Huh. It's changing on my end.
Do you want to jump up? No pressure. maybe between us all, we can get it squared away. There we go. Right?
No, it's changing for me, but not up here. So strange. Those are just notes.
On the computer.
Yeah.
I wonder what happens if you do slideshow again. Zoom slideshow.
No.
Not actually in the room.
I'm feeling better now about my decision to not bring any slides.
I almost feel like wouldn't hurt to shut it down and then try again. Maybe.
Could try. I'm seeing slides here, and they can change when I flip them, but they're not changing on the main screen. Your slides?
Yeah, that's one presentation, wrong one though.
Wrong presentation. All right.
That's okay. Closer.
So which one? Which one?
This one here. Well, there you go. Voila.
But it, yeah, I just can't see it here. I think we can make do. I will. Yeah. I will look over here and hopefully, okay. Okay, sorry about that. So Acadia Center, we're working across the region to really bring about policies to stem climate change and advance clean energy to help consumers realize the benefits that come along with reducing their emissions. So along the way, Acadia Center has done a lot of data and analysis to support our advocacy efforts. And in 2017, we released a report called Energy Vision 2030, where we looked across all the sectors of the energy system to understand how markets must change to reduce emissions 35 to 40% by 2030. And buildings was a key part of that. And so we wanted to dig deeper into the opportunity for advancing clean heating in the region. The Northeast in particular has a great opportunity to reduce emissions in the building sector because we rely 30% on fuel oil for heating our buildings. If you total up all of the fossil fuels we use, it's about 85% of homes in the region. So there's a great opportunity to reduce emissions, but along with that, I don't have to tell anybody here that New England has really, really cold winters, and what comes along with that is high costs for winter heating, and it's on the order, on average, of about $1,000 to $2,500 annually per person. So if we can both reduce emission and start to reduce costs for consumers, it's really a win-win situation. And by doing so, we can help address the 30% of emissions that come from the building sector. So I'm not sure how familiar people in the room are with heat pumps, but they are commercially available and widely used. Around the world, heat pumps have been used for a long time. In Canada, about 7% of home heating comes from heat pumps. So our neighbors to the north, where it's even colder, are already using them significantly, so we know we can use them here. They're highly efficient, about 3 times more efficient than the best natural gas systems out there. So if you're using less energy to generate heat, that costs less money because you're buying less fuel or electricity. I talked about how they're effective in the cold winters here. They also are zero emission and chimney free. So when you have a fossil fuel heating system in your home, you're combusting that fuel, which creates things like carbon monoxide and nitrous oxides that have to be exhausted. And if they don't exhaust properly, they can build up in your home and trigger things like asthma or other hazards. So heat pumps actually avoid that situation as well, which is a health and safety benefit. And they're available in a lot of different options for your whole home heating or partial heating of your home. So a lot of people just install them in a highly used area like a living room to improve comfort in that space and also reduce their overall fossil fuel consumption. And so there are a lot of benefits of heat pumps. I wanted to dig deeper into the pollution reduction opportunity here. So this chart shows the avoided emissions when you switch from a fossil fuel to a heat pump. So the 3 fuels, I don't know if you can read it, red is gas, yellow is oil, blue is propane, and you get the biggest reductions from converting a whole home from oil to a heat pump. Next is propane, and third would be gas. But importantly, you can also reduce emissions quite a bit from these partial home heating solutions. So even if you're just putting a heat pump in that one room of your house, you can really harness quite a bit of emissions reductions without, overhauling your whole system.